HispanaPreneur women and business women everywhere. Thank you for joining us tonight during this HispanaPreneur Facebook Live video. I am so delighted to be here with a very special guest who's joining our HispanaPreneur group, and that is Maria LeCuyer.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you so much, Maria, for being here.
It was my pleasure.
We are so excited tonight to be able to introduce everyone in the HispanaPreneur community, everyone who knows me as the email marketing queen, all our customers at Sumin, and all our friends in our different women communities online and offline this very special day, because Maria LeCuyer has agreed to be one of our HispanaPreneur mentors. So thank you, because she'd agreed to be one of our mentors. And I want to tell you a little bit about Maria before we go over a few questions that I want her to have some answers for us, because I believe that we can learn a lot from Maria. First of all, Maria was originally trained as a pharmacist. Maria is a former business pharmaceutical executive with over 30 years of business experience in one of Fortune's 510 biggest healthcare companies to work for. Wow. She is now retired. She doesn't look it because she's very young still. She's retired from corporate America.
Thank you.
Yes, you look fabulous. And she is a serial entrepreneur. And listen to this. She retired after 30 years, and now she has not one, not two, but 3 companies where she is successfully at the helm of all 3 businesses. Congratulations, Maria.
Thank you. I'm super excited.
Well, I'm excited to have you. Maria is a professional speaker and an author of 2 books. Her first book, Prescription for Personal Breakthrough, and Powerful Women in the Modern World. Wow, so she is a mentor, a speaker, an author. Maria is an experienced business leader, and Maria is in a unique position to mentor us as entrepreneurs, as business owners, as business leaders and individuals with a time-tested prescription for unlimited breakthroughs. Maria can speak at a very high level because she has so much experience. Maria, I want to begin, first of all, as I said, by welcoming you and thanking you for agreeing to share with us some of your life experience as an executive, also as a business owner of 3 businesses. And I want to begin by first asking you about this whole deal of people doing their New Year's resolutions. And, I read somewhere that research indicates that only 8% of us actually achieve our New Year's resolutions, or I like to call them New Year's goals. Now, can you speak a little bit about that?
Oh, for sure. It's amazing how many people start with their New Year's resolution, and probably 30 days into it, they totally either stop or they quit.
Yes.
And the number one, there's a lot of reasons, but I really want to focus on 3 main reasons. The number one reason is an unattainable goal. Let me clarify.
Yes, please.
Example, they want to lose 30 pounds in 30 days with no exercise and starving themselves.
Wait a minute, that was me, but I since joined Weight Watchers.
That's a good program to follow. But another reason is they want to become like a marathon. Oh. And they start up next month, but they don't prepare for it. They don't, get ready. You have to get ready for a marathon. You just can't run it. So that's the main reason. They really have an attainable goal. Number 2 is they come up with all excuses of why they can't do this. And I like to use the term excusitis. It's a term which basically means the disease of excuses.
Okay.
Me being a pharmacist, I like a lot of pharmaceutical terms. But I actually use it quite a lot in my program, Prescription for Personal Breakthrough. And it's amazing all the excuses that people come up with. And the last thing that I want to mention and focus on is that goal that you set for your resolution really what you want? Or is this something that you're doing because maybe you feel the pressure from your family or your friends? They're telling you this is what you need to be doing. So usually there's many more reasons, but I just want to focus on those three, and I could go on and on and on.
Well, thank you. That's something for us to think about. I love that term excusitis. I used to be in pharmaceutical, so I know the word itis is inflammation. So it's an inflammation, an overwhelm amount of excuses. Wow.
Exactly.
Well, I know that you have been so successful, and I personally admire you so much, Maria, because you came from the pharmaceutical industry, which was my past life, and 30 years you persevered. Not only did you persevere, but you went up the ladder of success, started as a pharmacist and went all the way to become a top executive. Then you retired, and then you decide not to open one, but 3 businesses, which I find amazing. I always think retirement, that's it. You go to sleep, you wake up late, do nothing. But no, not you. And of course, you look fabulous, and you're still young, so that helps. But, I want to know, what specific things can I do to obtain success this year with my New Year's resolutions, with our New Year's goals? What are some time-tested, proven things that you know from your life experience that you could share with us?
Well, the first step is really recognizing that you need a change. That's the main step. And having the right mindset. It's that's the main thing. Not every person that has ever changed anything in life or in the world made it a point in their life to change something. Another thing that we need to do is we must have clarity, exactly what we really want, the clarity of what we really, really want. And as a mentor, I do help my clients get that clarity. And the other thing I want to mention is that and to me it's the most important, is we got to take action. Okay? We got to take action to change our mindset.
Yes.
And because it's amazing that making all these big changes, this is where most of the people fail, because they don't have the support around them. Mm-hmm. They don't have a mentor.
Yes.
Or it could be friends and family members, but they need the right support, so they don't have to do this alone. They can achieve whatever they want. And the great news about this is that you have it in you to make a change in your life and do whatever you want to achieve success.
Something so simple, and we forget. We have it in us.
Yes.
Wow.
We certainly do.
Well, you mentioned support, and I know that many busy entrepreneurs and executives call you their mentor, and you're known by many to be a mentor because you've been a mentor to them. And, that might be a word that we toss around, but we may not be sure what it means. And actually, I'm sure that there are many of our viewers that are like me that are wondering, hey, Maria, what's the difference between a mentor or the more familiar term that we know, which is a coach? What's the difference, Maria?
That's a really great question. I get asked that all the time, especially when I'm out there. There seems to be a lot of confusion between the two.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. But basically, and the reason is because there are some similarities between a mentor and a coach. They use a lot of the same coaching techniques, maybe some of the tools, some of the advice. And so they tend to be, they overlap. And as a matter of fact, some clients need to be coached before they can be mentored. So I think that's where the confusion comes in.
Okay.
But to make it in very simple terms, a mentor is someone that has the experience, the expertise, the knowledge, and the advice to pass on to others. And usually this relationship is a long-term relationship.
Got it.
The mentor acts like a leader and advisor to that person, not only in today's current role or their current job, but for future roles.
Yes.
While a coach is more focused on specific skills or skill sets. Normally it's short term because it's focused on what is it that you need to do today on your current job. So the coach does not necessarily have to have the experience.
Got it.
Or the knowledge that client possess or may have in their current job. So let me clarify this to make it even simpler, because I know it can be very confusing. So just imagine that today is your first day at work in a big, huge corporation. Okay? Your new boss comes out and greets you, and he introduces you to his people, and he assigns you an IT person. That IT person is going to be your coach going forward, because that IT person is going to show you the skills that you need today to do your job today. Now, in the meantime, that boss comes around every now and then and gives you advice and coaches you and keeps an eye on you. He starts taking a very vested interest in your future and where you're going. Then all of a sudden, after a while, that boss starts mentoring you, which is what I call mentoring, because he takes an active role in not only what you're doing today, but in future roles. He opens doors for you so you can meet other amazing people and have other amazing opportunities. He actually takes an active role not only in your professional career, but in your personal growth. So that is a mentor. I hope that clarifies the difference.
It does, actually. It helps me. I hope that it also helps to clarify that for our viewers. And for me, now that I'm getting to know you more, now that we're working together, and now that you've officially have said yes to becoming the official mentor for the HispanaPreneur women's group, I understand, because I consider you a mentor. And what I mean by that is I look up to you because, first of all, you're still young. You've had...
Oh, by the way, I'm a grandmother.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
I'm so happy. I'm a beautiful, beautiful 17-month-old.
Oh, that's right. You showed me the picture. So I admire you because, yes, so your children are grown. You have a great relationship with your children. You were successful at your career. For me personally, I know a lot about, you invest in, you have several investments. You live a nice life in terms of, she's traveled the world. We'll hear more about that in future webinars and live events. I see how many friends you have, and you have such a balanced life, and you have so much of life, travel the world, real estate investments, different companies. I just have such great admiration because, you're just a few years older than me and you've achieved so much. And your presence, I love working with you. I tell you that when I come to her office, I love working with this woman because your energy is positive. It's wonderful. And you're a powerful manifestor. I know that we'll be hearing more about all the things that you've manifested in your life. And so for me, I can clearly understand how I can consider you a mentor, and how other business owners and executives consider you a mentor, because you have such wealth of knowledge and experience and proven success. So
it has been proven in many case studies that if you have a mentor, you tend to be more successful than if you did not. And over the years, I have had amazing mentors that have shown me the way so I can have this beautiful, accomplished. I'm very happy with my life, and I would like to share what I've learned. One of the things is so my attitude is giving it forward.
Yes.
I want to share what I've learned, because in corporate America, I was gracious enough and lucky enough and to learn many things and techniques that are not only useful for me as a career woman, as a businesswoman, but I had amazing mentors that have helped me in this path, and now I'd like to share these with others.
I love that. And in preparation for this particular Facebook Live video HispanaPreneur show, I read a lot about the top leaders in our country, and even Warren Buffett had a mentor. I wonder how many of us realize that all top leaders, all top achievers have mentors. And sometimes they have mentors and coach. So it definitely, for you that are out there that are wanting more out of your life, out of every area of your life, you should definitely consider finding a mentor. And if you can't find one, then let me introduce you to this fine and great mentor, Maria LeCuyer. She could be your mentor. And by the way, I want to extend the gracious gift that Maria has gifted our viewers today in our HispanaPreneur community, in that tomorrow She is holding a very special webinar online, so you can watch it from the comfort of your office, from your computer. And if you're interested in getting a VIP guest pass to attend as a viewer of the HispanaPreneur show, one of my friends, make sure to email Maria at marialecuyer.com. That is Maria at marialecuyer.com, and just let her know that you want to be able to get in the webinar tomorrow at noontime. So make sure to set your alarm tomorrow for 12 o'clock noon. It's short. I think you said it's about 30 minutes.
Yes.
About 30 minutes. And I like this name for tomorrow's webinar. It's called the Anytime, All the Time, Quick and Easy Prescription for Chronic Infection of Excuses. Hey, if you are suffering from chronic infection of excuses and you need a proven prescription from a pharmacist, okay, who is authorized by her very good credentials, make sure that you email Maria at marialecuyer.com tonight and ask for your VIP guest pass, and she'll send you an email with all the details so that you can log on tomorrow at noon and be part of the Anytime, All the Time, Quick and Easy Prescription for Chronic Infection of Excuses. Well, Maria, I want to say thank you for joining us today. Thank you for delighting us with your awesome energy, as well as sharing a little bit about how we too can stay young, can be successful, handle several businesses, and just sharing your overall knowledge and expertise with us.
I would thank you so much for the opportunity today, and I just want to let everybody know that tomorrow I'll be sharing a few of my little secrets that I've actually used for myself to be successful. And the last thing I want to say is you have it in you to do whatever you can to make your life beautiful as much as you want it to be. It's inside of you to make the change that you need to be successful.
Love that. Thank you very much, Maria.
Thank you.
Thank you. Remember, that's Maria at marialecuyer.com. Thank you for joining HispanaPreneur tonight. We look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.